A life will not always give you a crowd to walk with. There will be days when no one believes in your dream, when no one claps for your effort, when the voices around you go silent. And in those moments, you will face a choice. Do you stop because you feel alone, or do you rise because you've discovered your true strength? The greatest victories in life are not won in the noise of the crowd, but in the quiet steps you take when no one is watching. This is not just a speech, it is a reminder that solitude is not your enemy. It is your training ground. Stay with me until the end, because today you will see why walking alone does not make you weaker. It makes you unstoppable. The first keynote, solitude builds strength, speaks to the powerful transformation that happens when a person learns to stand on their own. Solitude is often misunderstood as loneliness, but in truth, it is a space where the soul is tested, refined, and strengthened. When you walk alone, you no longer have the cushion of others to fall back on, and that absence forces you to dig deeper into yourself. It is in solitude that resilience is born, because you learn that even without the voices of others guiding you, you can still keep moving forward. Strength is not given to us by the company we keep, but by the trials we face when no one is watching. In those moments of quiet struggle, when there are no cheerleaders, no applause, no safety nets, you are pushed to discover just how much you are capable of carrying on your own. The mind becomes sharper because it no longer seeks external distraction. The heart becomes steadier because it beats without depending on the rhythms of others. Solitude builds endurance because every step you take is fueled by your own willpower, not borrowed from someone else's encouragement. The battles you win alone teach you more than any collective victory ever could, because those victories belong entirely to you. They become the foundation of your confidence, proof that you can survive, and not just survive, but rise. When you are alone, you confront fears you would otherwise ignore in the presence of others. You cannot hide behind the comfort of companionship, and that discomfort hardens you, molding you into someone who knows how to stand even when the ground beneath feels unsteady. Solitude teaches you patience because progress is slower when you rely only on yourself, and it teaches you persistence because there are no shortcuts when you're on a path walked alone. You learn to trust your instincts, to value your own thoughts, and to carry yourself with dignity. Over time, that solitude creates an inner strength that is visible to the world, a strength that does not come from appearances but from lived experience. It is the kind of strength that cannot be taken away, because it wasn't handed to you, it was forged by you in the silence of your own journey. The second keynote, clarity in silence, is about the gift that comes when the world around you quiets down and you are left alone with your thoughts. In our daily lives, we are constantly surrounded by noise, voices telling us who to be, pressures pushing us to follow the crowd, distractions pulling us away from our true purpose. But when you walk alone, those outside influences fade, and for the first time, you are able to hear your own inner voice clearly. Silence is not emptiness. It is a mirror reflecting back who you really are. In silence, the mind slows down, the heart speaks louder, and the path ahead becomes less confusing. Many people run from silence because it feels uncomfortable, as if being without noise makes life too heavy. But in truth, silence is where wisdom is born. When you remove yourself from constant chatter, you can separate what is real from what is illusion, what truly matters from what is only a distraction. Clarity in silence allows you to filter out the expectations of others and focus on the vision that belongs to you. Solitude becomes not a place of emptiness, but a space of discovery, where you meet yourself fully and walk stronger because of it. The sixth keynote, strength to lead, not follow, captures the essence of what walking alone ultimately builds within a person. When you have walked a path by yourself, when you have faced challenges without a crowd to lean on, you develop a strength that sets you apart. Most people are content to follow, because following feels safe, it feels familiar, and it removes the weight of responsibility. But leaders are born in solitude because it is there that they learn to stand firmly without needing constant guidance. Walking alone teaches you to trust your vision even when no one else sees it. And that is the quality every true leader must possess. If you can only move when others agree with you, then you are not leading, you are following. Solitude forces you to sharpen your instincts, to make decisions with conviction, and to keep moving even when applause is absent. Over time, this builds a foundation of strength that makes others naturally look to you when they feel uncertain. People follow those who have proven they can stand alone, because that kind of strength inspires confidence. Leadership is not about controlling others. It is about showing them through example what resilience, courage, and authenticity look like. When you walk alone, you gain the ability to chart your own course, and in doing so, you become someone who can later guide others without fear of losing yourself. The strength to lead does not come from being louder than everyone else. It comes from being grounded in who you are, even when the world pushes back. Walking alone also teaches humility, because you know what it feels like to struggle in silence, and that awareness allows you to lead with empathy rather than pride. True leaders are not created in comfort. They are forged in solitude, in those moments where the choice is to quit or to keep walking. By choosing to keep walking, you prove to yourself that you are capable of standing firm, and that proof becomes the foundation of leadership. When you reach that point, you no longer seek to follow the crowd, because you understand that your path may look different, but it is stronger. And it is through that strength that you become a light for others, not because you needed them to validate you, but because you first had the courage to walk alone. When you look back at everything we have shared, one truth stands above the rest. Walking alone is not a weakness, it is a strength. It is in solitude that resilience is forged. It is in silence that clarity is found. It is through independence that confidence grows. It is by facing fear alone that courage is born. It is in self-discovery that authenticity shines. And it is by learning to stand on your own that you gain the strength to lead. The journey alone may not always be easy, but it will always be worth it, because every step you take builds a foundation no one can take away from you. When you learn to walk alone, you carry within you the kind of strength that can withstand storms, the kind of vision that does not waver, and the kind of faith that does not break. And when you walk stronger, you not only transform yourself, you inspire others to rise and find their own strength. So, as you continue your journey, do not fear the moments of solitude, embrace them. Do not resist the silence, listen to it. Do not wait for validation. Create it within yourself. Because when you walk alone, you are never truly alone. You are walking with your purpose, your strength, and your destiny. Good luck to you on your path. May you walk with courage, with clarity, and with faith in yourself. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your time. And may every step you take lead you closer to the person you were meant to become.